Social scientists point to the rise of cell phones and social media as a major concern affecting teens' mental health. And a new study points to a big concern for younger children. It shows a correlation between too much tablet time and temper tantrums. CBN's Jenna Browder has more.
This study was done by JAMA Pediatrics and shows the more tablets kids use, the more angry and frustrated they feel.
I would say it's not at all surprising, as any parent with a small child has probably discovered this themselves.
Researchers surveyed 315 Canadian parents with kids who were 3.5, 4.5, and 5.5 years old. During those 2 years of development, when weekly tablet use went up by just 30 minutes a week, anger and frustration went up too.
There is no question in my mind that handing a tablet to a small child is a formula for disaster down the road, because you're learning, the child is learning to soothe themselves or placate themselves by looking at a screen rather than dealing with the difficult emotions.
Melissa Henson with the Parents Television Media Council points to another recent study from Denmark that recommends parents cut screen time down to 3 hours a week.
What they're finding is that the kids that are limited to 3 hours a week on screens are much more emotionally healthy. They're more settled. They're less prone to anxiety and depression, some of the other mental health challenges that we are seeing that seem to go alongside excessive screen use.
Warning signs to look for in kids include losing interest in other activities, difficulty sleeping, and attention problems. For parents who see this happening, it's a good idea to rein in screen time. And often, it starts with parents putting boundaries on their own use. The big takeaway is not to eliminate tablets altogether, but to limit the time kids have on them, and perhaps most importantly, to not use them as a pacifier when a child's upset. Jenna Browder, CBN News.
Teens and adults could all benefit from less screen time. Andrew?
You know, this may be the motivation some parents need. I mean, I think everybody knows too much screen time for kids is bad, of course, but nobody likes temper tantrums from their children. And maybe for parents who have a child having a temper tantrum and say, here, watch this, that will be reversed. So good information.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's very clear. Screen time, tablet time is obviously kind of it is detrimental to their development. But yeah, it's such a reminder. You know, if you're gonna limit your child for screen time, maybe you should limit yourself too and see the changes in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing the negative effects this can have. So very important story. Thank you.